started researching rubber chip mulch, and she found that there were some chemicals in there that weren't great for both human and environmental health. So people started, after that, some discussions, some meetings, and surveys were given out to this neighborhood. And after that, 3 years ago, that's what brings us here today. And I truly want to thank all the hands that helped get us here to make this community change. One person that really outstretched their hand was City Council member Mackenzie Mandel. Her work helped solidify the funding that made this possible. Our deepest gratitude to you, Mackenzie, and I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, thank you. And I'll also add a council member, Larry Slesner-Co, as well helped, and the entire council helped approve this. So much gratitude to them, as well as the Parks Department. So welcome and good afternoon. I'm Mackenzie Mandel, the District 8 council member. This district is actually Larry's.
No, it's actually Genesee's.
It's Genesee's. It's a student representative for District 5. I'm the chair of the Climate Action Plan Steering Committee, and it's also my sincere honor to be asked to speak here today to celebrate with you all the transition from rubber chips to engineered wood fiber surfacing here at Crowley Park. As you may know, in 2019, the City Council passed a resolution setting the goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2050 and proposed the creation of a climate action plan to help us set measurable steps and incremental benchmarks to reach that goal. Thanks to the efforts and advocacy of the entire community, including Space here today, our climate action plan was adopted earlier this year. This plan identifies and outlines attainable incremental goals, actions, strategies, and benchmarks based on scientific studies that will guide our city and community toward that 2050 goal. Our climate action plan identifies the need to reduce heat islands and increase climate resilience of our community parks and safe playgrounds for community environments, otherwise known as SPACE. And all of its collaborators are leading this shift and began these actions before the climate action plan was even adopted. In fact, their efforts and research even helped the climate action plan team ensure the impacts of rubber chips and pour-in-place surfacing was included in our climate action plan, which is incredible. So when Jamie and the entire group reached out to me a year or two ago, I sent this information to Jim and Dan in the Parks Department, who are here today representing the city. Dan and I contacted suppliers to find the industry was lagging in surfaces for both environmental products that were also safe and accessible and ADA compliant. So while rubber chips and pour-in-place used to be the shining star of playground surfacing, thanks to the work of Space and all the advocacy, the demand for better, safer materials is elevated. To achieve our climate action goals across the city and across human-imposed boundaries, we need to continue to drive the community-wide call to action, and Space is doing just that. So I'm thrilled to be here today to finally celebrate the unveiling of our wood chips instead of the stinky, gross, black chips that used to get stuck in our feet and all over our kids' shoes and skin. And I would love to encourage everybody here to get involved in the climate action plan. If you want to get involved, you can contact me. If you'd like to join a working group, we have over 300 actions to get us to that 2050 goal, and we need the entire community to be part of that. So thanks again for having me here, and I hope that you all stick around and check out the wood chips here behind us at Crowley Park. Thank you.